We've all been there. You meet someone, fall in love, and think you found peace. The kind of peace that feels like home. But then, slowly, you start noticing little things. Not big enough to call out, but sharp enough to cut something inside you. You tell yourself you're overthinking. You make excuses for her, for the relationship, for the way it's changing you. But deep down, you feel it. The weight, the confusion, the quiet erosion of your self-respect. Stoicism teaches us something powerful. You cannot control others, only your response to them. And sometimes, the most stoic response isn't patience, it's walking away. This isn't about hate, it's not about bitterness. It's about protecting your peace, your clarity, your sanity. Because a woman who chips away at your mind, your confidence, and your purpose isn't a partner. She's a distraction from your growth. So today, we're not talking about relationships. We're talking about self-respect. About the moment when love turns from something that builds you to something that breaks you. If she does these 5 things, it's time to stop reacting and start responding. And your response is to leave. 1. Gaslighting. Gaslighting isn't always loud. It's quiet, subtle, strategic. It doesn't destroy your confidence in one strike. It dissolves it slowly. You say, "I don't like how you talk to me like that." And she says, "What? I never said that." You start doubting your memory, your perception, your truth. That's not love. That's psychological manipulation. It's the art of rewriting reality until you lose faith in your own. A Stoic man values truth above comfort. Marcus Aurelius said, "If someone can show me I'm mistaken, I'll gladly change. But if they can't, I'll hold to what I know." Gaslighting destroys that anchor. It turns clarity into fog. You start apologizing for things you didn't do. You start chasing validation instead of living with conviction. And that's how peace dies. Not with chaos, but with confusion. The Stoic response isn't revenge. It's clarity. It's stepping back and saying, "This is not reality. It's distortion." When a woman makes you doubt what you've seen, heard, and felt, she's not loving you. She's controlling you. And once you recognize that, you don't argue. You don't debate. You walk. Because a man who values his peace more than her illusion is already free. 2. Disrespecting boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. They are fences that protect what matters most. Your time, your energy, your values. A woman who respects you will respect your space, but a woman who doesn't will test those lines like it's a game. You tell her, "I need some time alone," and she calls you distant. You say, "I'm not comfortable with that," and she laughs, "You're overreacting." Each time you bend your boundaries to keep the peace, you lose a little more of it. Stoicism teaches that inner peace comes from aligning your actions with your principles. If you betray your own limits just to keep someone else happy, you're no longer being kind. You're being weak. A partner who respects your limits understands that love without respect is chaos. But one who mocks your limits wants control, not connection. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That mastery begins when you stop allowing others to trespass into your inner world. If she ignores your boundaries, she's not a partner, she's a test. And the test is this: will you choose comfort or self-respect? Because peace isn't found in pleasing others, it's found in honoring yourself. 3. Playing the victim. You'll notice this one early, but you won't believe it until it's too late. Every argument becomes your fault. Every mistake becomes your responsibility. She yells, you provoked her. She lies, you made her insecure. She cheats, you didn't love her enough. At first, you try to help. You explain, you comfort, you take the blame to keep things calm. But over time, you start carrying all the weight, while she carries none. That's not love. That's emotional warfare, disguised as vulnerability. A Stoic man knows compassion, but he also knows accountability. Seneca wrote, "He who excuses himself, accuses himself." And that applies here too. When someone refuses to own their actions, they force you to live in their chaos. You become the permanent fixer, the emotional sponge for someone who refuses to grow. The truth is, no man can save a woman who refuses to face herself. You can support her, but you cannot sacrifice your peace to fix her pain. A Stoic doesn't rescue people from the lessons life is trying to teach them. He stands firm, calm, and detached, knowing that peace requires boundaries, even with those he loves. 4. Disrespecting your time. Time is sacred. It's the only thing you never get back. And yet so many men trade it away for scraps of affection. She cancels plans. She shows up late. She makes you wait for calls, for effort, for respect. And when you speak up, she calls you dramatic. But here's the truth. People who value you don't waste your time. Marcus Aurelius warned, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. A Stoic man understands that time is life. How someone treats your time is how they treat your existence. If she plays with your schedule, ignores your needs, and expects endless patience, she doesn't respect you. She expects you to stay because you're scared to lose her. But here's the secret. When you stop fearing loss, you start gaining peace. A man who values his time becomes magnetic, calm, focused, unshakable. Because he doesn't chase validation, he invests in purpose. You owe no one unlimited access to your time, especially if they use it to drain you. Protect your schedule like your sanity, because they're the same thing. 5. She stops trying. At first, it's magic. She listens. She laughs at your jokes. She makes an effort. She makes you feel like the man you've always wanted to be. Then one day, it's gone. The effort fades. The spark dies. You start doing all the giving, and she starts doing all the taking. You tell yourself, it's just a phase. You try harder, you give more, but it doesn't change. She's not cold, she's just stopped caring. And that's when you realize, effort is love's language. Without it, love turns into habit, and habit turns into resentment. A Stoic doesn't chase affection, he embodies it. He understands that true connection is a reflection of shared effort, not one-sided devotion. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." When you crave her effort more than you value your peace, you've already lost. A relationship is not sustained by history. It's fueled by presence. If she no longer shows up, no longer tries, no longer grows with you, then what are you holding on to? Not love, just the memory of it. And a Stoic man knows when to let memories go, because holding on to what's dying doesn't revive it, it drains you with it. 6. The Stoic decision. This is the part no one wants to talk about, the leaving. You'll hear voices in your head, maybe she'll change, maybe it'll get better. But that's emotion talking. The Stoic knows that logic and peace
are stronger than longing. When you finally walk away, it won't feel heroic. It'll feel heavy. You'll question if you did the right thing. You'll want to call her, text her, fix it. But the truth is, you already tried. Now it's time to stop reacting and start responding. Your response is silence. Your response is distance. Your response is self-respect. Because a man who walks away from chaos isn't weak. He's disciplined. He's choosing long-term peace over short-term comfort. And that choice will rebuild you. Each day, you'll feel lighter, clearer, stronger. Because you'll realize you didn't lose her. You found you. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotion.